Hi, everyone. Holy Tower time. Y'all ready? Hmm. Metaphysical mama. Yo, this shit's crazy right now. Oh, as I say, hey there. That's exactly where we at. Ah. Anybody feeling the heat in the kitchen? Can you feel what the rock is cooking? Holy shit balls. Oh, look. And then the other. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Want to take a let's take a little hop along Sally's farm. It's like Little Bo Peep and Red Riding Hood and all. Yo, sorry, I'm just trying to get into the current here. So spirit and all ancestors and love and protection between you and I and all between and all that are watching. This is going to be a deep one. I don't usually do that in the beginning of a thing. So that lets you know, again, I'm coming on here really raw right now. Not like raw, like I'm like just, it is what it is. So please always take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're easily triggered, maybe you might want to go to another channel unless you want to, right, challenge yourself and allow yourself to go through some maybe uncomfortable feelings and thoughts. And this is what we call dark night of the soul. So clearing out the clutter, the shit, the skeletons in the closet. And this goes through past lifetimes. This is like, look how old is our earth? How old is Gaia? How old are we? You know, just think in a day, how many thoughts and feelings do you have right now? Can you count? Can you count your thoughts and feelings in their multi-dimensional form that you experience on a regular basis? Right? Like I'm looking at my avocado here. It's like, right? Clean and simple. I'm not promoting or anything. It's just, well, agave's fucking awesome, but yeah. High electric, alkaline, you only need a little bit. And, you know, that's another thing. Yeah. You know, we are what we eat. So our thoughts, the food that you actually put in your mouth, where you're sticking your dick and opening your legs and your mouth to. And sorry, again, trigger warning. This is adult only, or, you know, again, for those that try to act like adults but are running around like the title says, like little funny farm animals. So, you know, and if you're offended by what I'm saying, you may be one of those farm animals. You know, we all have animal in our DNA, but this is a time where we're starting to recognize consciously, you know, the consequences of our fucking actions. So I know I'm not the only one watching all this fuckery go on around me and all of you and a lot of, right, and it's just, I don't know. Well, I mean, like, let's just describe it what it is. It's like a little kid having a temper tantrum, and again, attention seeking. We just have a bunch of attention seeking whores that are looking for love in all the wrong places, like the title says. And when we don't love ourselves, you know, when we're in a feeling of lack and we can't really see through the pain or the feelings that we're experiencing, right? Or that we have experienced in the past, something broke us, something hurt us really bad. And that's where, right, where we separated from self. Parts of us got fragmented, right? It's like, oh, so when we get hurt, oh, we leave another piece over here. Oh, another piece over here. Oh, another piece over there. So we're leaving pieces of ourselves always all over the place, right? So in order to like come from a place of, right, having a full deck of cards, right? We have to keep, right? It's just like, right? We eat something, our body eventually has to go to the bathroom. We drink something, we might have to, right, go to the bathroom and pee in a little while, right? Every action has an equal or opposite reaction, and every action that we decide to make with our free will, within the mind, with our body, using a material, anything of value outside of ourselves, seen or unseen. Because again, can you count your thoughts? How many things do you plan or feel, and how much energy can you direct at somebody with a thought and a feeling when you're feeling in a certain, right, manner? Happy. Think of the energy exchange we exchange when we're happy. Think of the energy exchange when we're not feeling good. We see, right, we may lose a job, we may lose a house, we may lose a partner, we may lose a loved one. We have a little competition, so to speak. Is it competition? Or is it learning the ability to create a boundary and let the fuck go of when somebody tries to like act like they have all these extra options? It's like, well, then go with your extra options. Go to your dollar store or your free buffet, all you can eat pig buffet, even though you claim you're a vegan, right? So, you know, false masks and people that justify what they're doing in order to keep up with their addiction of whatever it is they're using to self-gratify oneself, whether that's, and it can look like a healthy habit. And a lot of these manipulators and love bombers and narcissists, so I'm going to use the sorry and word narcissist keeps flying around everywhere, right? But again, if you don't like it, you know, you should look, you have to do some research then. Any word or person, place, or thing that is triggering to us as we the people, as an individual person, being, right? It's our responsibility to balance that shit out, right? If I'm realizing that I'm being triggered, that my water's calm, then all of a sudden, right, there's a ripple in my water. Someone done threw a fucking pebble or a rock or some lightning or some, right, something entered my water. So a narcissist will be like, what? What are you talking about? Motherfucker, if something got put in my water, I have an awareness that there's something in my water because I feel it. Right? So this is how us empaths work. And listen, I'm an Anunnaki draconian too, so I'm also telepathic. Okay, so you guys that keep saying that empaths don't have some kind of, that there's like no such thing, well, that's because you all lost in lust fantasy land in the Garden of Eden with Eve still. Ribbit. I do believe reptilians eat chicken and everything tastes like chicken though, right? Sorry. I was wrong. But that wasn't even like, you know, yeah, that was some nasty spirit that just came through, huh? Hey, we take the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then we just keep it moving. So 9:09, 9:11, 9 minutes 11 in as I said that. You know, yeah. If you're offended by anything that's I'm saying, or again, that's what this is for. Okay, part of it, like Luciferian or like the terms that they use, occult, etc. Okay, Crowley, doest thou will. Now, there's different degrees and volumes and colors, right, to all these things. Different shades, different degrees, different volumes, different levels, right? Different, if I draw, right, different pieces of the pie. And it could be flat if I draw a piece, right, the color wheel, and split it up and fragment it like a pizza. That's a pizza pie, all right? 3.14. And I forget the rest that follows that trail specifically. I'd have to look it up, the rest of the numerical, but it's 3.14. Whoops, is 5. So whoop whoop. What was I saying? Fuck it, Sam. See, mad witchcraft going on. Yo. And you know, I talk about like this. I'm just gonna say this. I'm all for it. Like, there's a very healthy way to be sexy and to respect oneself and to love oneself and love the skin you're in, right? And all of your body, your emotional body. You have to respect your emotional body along with your physical body, along with your mental faculties. Allow them time and space to balance out. Because aren't you worth that? Or do you just need attention from someone else's man or woman or some kind of other tug of war game, right? Political, who's going to get the V? Who has the V? Yo, what do you remember that show V that used to be out a long time ago? It was like in the 80s. It was about reptilians and stuff. It was called V. And I think they tried to make like another remake of it at some point, But you guys all remember Star Trek, Star Wars. So this is all old shit, okay? Anunnaki, Draconian, right? Spirit, ghost, matter, demon, right? And demons, okay, let me first say too. A demon, originally a demon was made after, right? It's like, if there's a Holy Ghost, something had to be, ready? Killed, off with their head. Something had to die in order for there to be a ghost, correct? So don't confuse Holy Ghost with Holy Spirit. Spirit gives you life. A ghost is dead. Valhalla, the undead. I'm going to get really raw and real in here, okay? Because everybody that keeps praying to their Lord and their God and their Bible and etc. And I have nothing, let me just also say, I don't have anything against any of these things either. This is just, it's where you place your energy, your time, your belief. Anybody can take words and turn them into their own story and present it to you as their world. And you, right? Magic stick. Okay, so we have to be very aware, okay? It's not like, oh my God, be so aware. It's like, just, this is like, it should be also fun. So like, as we're going through all this crazy shit and like, as the words I'm saying, because they may sound crazy to you right now. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? Draconians and Anunnaki and demons and spirits and like, what? But at the same level, if you're here, I would imagine that you have some awareness to these things. And if you don't, maybe you're here for that reason, because it's now the time for you to start to, right, delve in and develop more sense of self and awareness of who and what we actually are as beings and where we all come from. Because there's so many different mixtures. We ain't all the same. Are you drinking the same thing that's in my cup? I have black coffee right now. I'm having a cup of coffee and then I'm switching over to my tea. I did my workout this morning. We crushed legs today. We did squats and leg press. Beast mode, babies. Although we weren't feeling such beast mode, we woke up a little late, but we still made it there. But I knew waking up this morning, I woke up having some crazy ass, like, I don't remember my dreams much, but I know I was like, there was shit going on in the dream state. I'm going to say real bluntly, too. I had, like, blood this morning. Okay, so sorry, again, very vulgar and raw. But, like, when blood shows up somewhere or I'm feeling some kind of something in my body, it's like, bitches are doing fucking goddamn magic again. Okay, so it's like, I'm just going to real quick nip this in the bud. Violet flame and send you love. I ain't playing your fucking farm animal games. Hee haw, hee haw. You like it fucking raw? The fuck out of here. You nasty bitches. And that goes for any male or female that's in a fucking skin bag, running around with their shit hanging out all over the place, flapping all over. It's a free world. So go free your fucking willies over there. You are the virus, COVIDians. So sick of this shit. And, you know, I'm really sick of all the hits on my family and all the people I care about. So I'm going to call that out here, too, because we're all very aware. And I'm not the only one. And whoever knows me on these platforms, because I'm never on Facebook and stuff. So if you're like just coming back and see, I know I'm never on there, but maybe now you know the reason why. This shit's been going on my whole life for me. So, like, in the last, like, since 2016, especially, I was very, very aware of we were going through a big paradigm shift, right? And I'm not the only one. Like I said, there's the 144 or whatever we want to call ourselves, twin flames. I don't put a lot of that stuff up here because I don't need to. And I'm not advertising, right? So I ain't looking for love in all the wrong places and an attention-seeking whore that I need beings that aren't doing what we need to do in order to get where we need to get. Okay, now is everything relevant and does everything have a purpose here? Yes. Yes, Casey. Those are initials. Yeah. So, yeah, everyone has a purpose. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now everybody's purpose should be to stay in their fucking lane. Stop fishing in other people's waters, fishermen. Right? This is like the whores of Satan and the little devil worshipping bitches that like to like run around doing black magic blood rituals and hang around and collect. And this is dudes too. So I'm not only talking about girls in female bodies. And I'll tell you, there's a big difference between divine feminine women and farm animals that we're all training still, you know, that think they rule the world, running around in like Cinderella's shoes. Yeah. So again, we love you, stepsisters. We do. You're just really rude. And like, we only wish you the same that you've all wished us. And we love you. That's all I can say. Right? Weird. They want us to play. They want us to see get very like the more calm. Like I'm talking a lot of shit, so I'm doing that though, like on purpose. Yeah, because we're dealing with this. So this will look you in your face and smile and mimic you and copy you, right? Copycat, 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 copycat. Mimic this, mimic that, and see the two. One's tied up looking at him like, I'll serve you. What do you want me to do? And the other one's like, do you see this idiot? I'm just waiting for the, like, yeah. Now we can also be both of these things, yeah? Because now, okay, we're dealing with lust and love. And the gosh damn coin, right? This is like the apple. Gold, the ring, my precious, right? Money corrupts. So does lust. And God we thrust. And God we thrust. Thrust, thrust, thrust. Yeah, you all like the bull? Grab the bull by the horns. Or you want to fuck with the bull. You know what you get. It's all good with me, though. I was like, yeah, right? I tell you, yeah, I'm listening. Hold on. What's on, got me questioning here. Where is the love? Remember this song? Let me turn it up a little. The love. Where is the love? The love. right? And you know, me and my daughter were talking this morning, and we're talking about a lot of different situations and, you know, beings we know, people we've grown up with, you know, a lot of beings that we know, you know, are not respecting themselves. And again, yeah, thinking that they're getting like subbies and likes all over the place, licks and subs. This is all like, right? Are y'all trying to like be Adams and dominate Lilith and buy and sell Eve all over the place, right? What did Adam do? There's parts of like, there's a lot of different, right? There's a lot of different analogies here. And then there's also like, again, everything has truth and mixed with lies, depending on our beliefs. That's why we need to alchemize. Yeah. Because real eyes realize real lies, right? Real eyes realize real lies. So okay, you know, so we're really dealing with the devil. Don't forget, the devil's been let out for a long time now. That's also why we're dealing with the V, the open legs, and then everybody else is like a fallacy. So if you're still coming from 3D because you were born after the living, after human, okay, because coming from triple darkness, okay, don't forget, triple darkness and true north is where God is. And that's where you can't see with your eyes. You see with your mind, right? And internally, within your heart, in the triple dark. And you ground into the earth, which is also dark. Triple darkness, motherfuckers. I'm so sick of everybody fighting over race, nationality, whatever the fuck. Yo, there are words that you've all decided to call each other and yourselves and have a belief attached to it and a feeling. And you're getting upset when somebody says you are or you are not it. I mean, you know, can we please break it down to the simple facts and have some common sense? We have to deal with our shit. So it starts with one. It starts with the self. This is the tower. This is you. This is me. This is the whole world right now, which actually, how funny. Look at the bottom, right? The whole world right now. Right? The whole world right now. Looking at the, right, what's coming up, looking at the lands, looking at the reflections. There's some birds falling in the water here, right? But it's kind of like allowing, okay, we're in the world. The devil's out. I don't know if you can hear the music right now, but it's making me dance as I'm. Sorry, it's distracting me a little. Multi-dimensional waves we're rocking and riding here. So the freaking world, okay, is going through the devil purge, right? So while we're all tied up with Gemini and have all these knives coming down and all these decisions we made in our past, the towers are crumbling. The financial system's crumbling, right? Everybody's trying to still repeat narratives and replay records that fucking motherfuckers, we don't want to hear the song anymore. It's like, don't you ever get sick of hearing the same song over and over? The same song and dance. Yo, throw that record the fuck out. I didn't request to rewind. Break that shit. Like, I'm done rewinding. I want to move forward. I want to be in my present now moments and be able to live in them without the additional fuckery, right? It's like trying to read a book or sit outside or do something and constantly being attacked by flies and bees and bugs and things that are biting and itching you. That's not enjoyable. It's like, go home. Go home. Right? We're arguing with the devil right now to get the fuck out of the driver's seat. It's like, bitch, you ain't driving. Get the fuck out. Love you. Get in the back seat and take a fucking nap. We the stars. Fergie. Ready? Suck 'em and papa. Dance to the drama. And this was upside down. Ooh! See? Oh my lord, fucking Jupiter. Sorry about the words together blended. Hey. Okay, what the fuck? All right, so like I was saying, all right, first of all, we got the dock, right? It's like, hey, Hercules. Yeah. Anyway, somebody keep trying to sail away in the Black Sea, right? They keep leaving all these swords behind, acting like, and then they're like, hey, 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 right? Love bombing. Hey. Anyway, right? So we got the snakes. So we got the karmics, and there's more than one karmic, right? We're all like, and we're the karmics too. We're all everything. So we're karmics to others. If I'm talking right now, like we're dealing with other karmics, we're the karmics also to others, right? It's not like, oh yeah, we're all for out thou holy and we're only up here. Get the fuck out of here. We're all over the place too. And if you can't admit that, then you ain't in the right room right now. So love you, but please keep it moving. Yeah. We ain't got time for fake ones here. That's why I only come on sometimes. I only come on when I'm appointed to and guided to. And otherwise, it's like, I ain't throwing pearls to swine. Know what I'm saying? Like they say, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And pigs will eat anything. And actually, they're very smart, cute animals. They have the same chromosomes as humans. Pigs are the animals that have the same chromosomes as humans. So Eve and Mother of the Living, that's right. And please do not get offended. Again, this is important. Everybody knows what bloodline they're from. This is why we have so much fucking confusion. This is the land of confusion. Okay, there's mankind, there's humankind, and there's the, right, there's mankind, there's human, there's humankind. Okay, we got extraterrestrials in avatars, we have walk-ins, we have ultra-terrestrial star beings here. Everybody, for the most part, has an arm, a leg, an arm, and a head. Unless, right, you were born without, or you had some kind of accident, right, where you are now, right, or in your past lives, right, maybe something occurred, and so now this life you came back missing things. This is how karma works. Or sometimes we're such badass spiritual warriors that we're like, wait, we want to have a crazy rough experience so we can appreciate and have an understanding as to what other people are so stuck in. So don't forget, that's why a lot of us came here as spiritual warriors, to have these very negative experiences, the same as God, because God has to experience being Satan in order to, how otherwise could he be God? It ain't by sitting and being like, oh, go out and tell me what it's like and come back and like, oh, let me know. That would be like Queen of Sheba shit. You know what I'm saying? Pointing, directing, controlling. Well, like a wannabe dominatrix bitch. Capitalizing on everybody else's shit. Whether you're a guy or a girl, again, take it as it resonates. I'm not going to apologize for being raw and real. And if you don't like the truth, I don't know, go eat shit like you're used to eating. So black magic wise, right? This bitch, like, hold on, because where was the other card? Where's it? Remember with the hand? Is it even here? We already shuffled it, done shuffled it too many times. But I had the cut in the hands and then the magic hand. We pulled that before too. So look, it's 3. Let me turn this down. I don't want to be too okay, so this is 5 of Cups, right? So this bitch is like, look, hiding. He throws his red. And also, if you ever watch the movie or look up the Ring of Nibelung, okay? Ring of Nibelung or Spartacus. The gladiators. Okay. Worldwide wrestling. It's a square ring, right? My precious. You ever watched Charmed or anything? I'm just throwing, right, for those with ears to see. With ears to see! You know what the fuck I'm saying, and that made perfect sense. Those with ears to see. Monkey see, monkey do. You hear me. Eyes to see and ears to hear. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. We got it clear. We ain't this bitch. So we ain't plotting and planning, okay? Trying to make white roses red or make a freaking rose look like a lily or say that we're something we're not, okay? So those of us that are in that position, and then all due respect, we respect who you all are that have to play that other part, this part, okay? So just to be polite, absolutely. I'm going to completely shower you with love and respect. And you must feel very bad inside in order to have to continuously plot, plan, and do all this shit. Spend all this time and energy with all this blood spill. With your nose up in the air looking at like, you don't even know. I don't even think you know what you want anymore. What were you what were you trying to hold on to in the first place? I mean, just take a look at that. You know, and if, you know, me and a friend of mine, he's always said this, my friend Kev, they have a new show called Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself. That makes me laugh very hard. And I think a lot of you know. Anyhow, that's just, all love, but that's just hysterical. There's a whole shit ton of crazy shows out now, right? It's like, oh, my name's Sarah. Who killed Sarah? That's one of the shows that are out on Netflix too. Or Killing Eve, right? Ooh, Manifest. There's so many. Oh, look. Okay, so now, right, the Night of Want. Okay, there was so much black magic going on. Listen, babies, our DMs have been put under really big black magic for a long time, if y'all know what I'm saying. That's why also a lot of us have had to be patient and just sit back. It's like we're watching our men play basketball and fuck the cheerleaders. You know, it's like talk about, yeah, all new Space Jam adventure. Yeah. Which, again, it's like, yeah, whatever, bitches. You're like a square off of a roll of toilet paper. Right? Ho, ho, hotel toilet paper at that. And trust me, I know what that's like compared to Cottonelle. We did have a toilet paper shortage in the beginning of this pandemic, didn't we? I hope you're all picking up the dish I'm whipping out. Yeah, big difference too. Listen, I love all birds, but ravens and crows are very different. And this bird got some twigs being looks like shot at it. And yo, you remember the movie The Crow? I love that movie. And that movie also like hurts me and pisses me off, and I feel it so deep. And I hate using the word hate, but those motherfuckers that come in that movie, oh, that rings in my head my whole life. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, those jerks. Right? So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with jerks literally like that. That's why I had to bring that up and say that. Okay, listen. These are motherfuckers that already think that they have no ability to clean up their karma. They have no ability to gain their soul. I'm going to tell you all, though. I said it yesterday. Yeah, you do. Obviously, Satan's going to tell you, no, you don't. So, again, little devils, little devil dogs, who are you listening to? Work on you. Stop listening to the okie dokie, even if he calls himself King Satan. Yeah? Whatever. Ew. Be like, okay, little chihuahua, and walk away. Throw chickpeas. Chickpea. Yeah? He has to count them then. Chickpeas. You know what I'm saying? Bye. 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 We got Queen of Pentacles and High Priestess here too, right? It's like mother and daughter combo of like, you do that, I'll be behind the, you know, there's some, you all know what I'm saying, and there's some really raunchy shit going on. And just to like have like relevance is like You know, yeah, I'm being told to not go there right now. Okay, so yeah, anyway, you know, bitches need stitches. Anyhow, bitches just need to go learn how to wash clothes, come with integrity, stop looking into crystal bowls, cult of ball. They love either staring up at the balls, opening up and saying, or bending over, or opening up, yeah. Suicide doors. Yeah? There's a reason they called that, ain't there? No ceilings, no floors. And ain't no exits in no more. Not when you got to take a look at, right? It's like, yo, if my car breaks down, I ain't got no choice but to pull over and wait for assistance or try to, right, like fix my flat or whatever, like, right, let it cool down, get some water to pour in the freaking, you know, let it, right? Never open your radiator if you're overheating, right? Let that shit cool down so you don't get sprayed in the face with motherfucking antifreeze. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And look here, we got Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands. And it's like, look, back to back. It's like, bitches, you ain't, we got, yeah, all eyes on me. We all watching all of you. Who's watching the watchers that like to watch everybody else fuck and like, right, run amok? We are, sillies. And Fergie's like singing and dancing with us too. I don't know if you guys could hear the music, but it's like, yeah. In the background, I got a whole nother thing going on behind here as I'm going through these cards. And I'm being guided to pull them like this. So, like I was saying, yeah. Oh, I'm going to make a blood sacrifice. Drink the wine, drink this blood, and think of only me and forget who you love. And that's how they've been using this lust. That's again, ring a niblung. Okay, you'll understand it better if you watch that. Right, this is where they came up with blood brothers and the plantations at the slave at plantation. Okay, this goes very deep, guys. Right, this ain't your history books from school. That shit's corrupt, right? That it's great for learning, right? Certain, right? Yes. But what gets taken away? Our creative nature, our abilities. You have to be there a certain time, follow these rules, listen to this bullshit, which ain't even true. If you do your research and look up half the shit you were taught in school, and any of you that know me, because I'm popping on Facebook a little more too, as I'll say, I dropped out of school when I was like, I think about 16. I was sent away at a young age. I'll tell more about my story in my life, but my whole life I've been right, like, well, used as a blood sacrifice, literally. I've been aware of that my whole life as well. Internally, I've always known, right? I've always spoke with spirit. I've always stayed up all late at night and had my music on and my Christmas lights and been a fucking insomniac because I've always been communing with spirit and right, the unseen. So a lot of us are already here, right? I guess I'm allowed to say that, as resurrected, right? And then there's the undead, which is Valhalla, and then there's human, the living. This is judgment of the living and the dead. Like, I'm so sick of everybody putting everybody in the same category. We ain't. Everybody's at different levels of different ladders. It's like where you are on your DNA spectrum, right? You need to be able to collect those things so that you I sound like Bill Cosby, have, and I got to do more research on him too, because right, he got put in there and called a pedophile and all this other stuff, and right, Illuminati. But let's talk about Shirley Temple. Let's talk about the propaganda of how women have been, right, we've been all ripped apart from our families as soon as anything becomes a, right, oh, this is the new money now. Okay, wait, maybe this is the new money now. Wait. Maybe we'll go back to shells. If we said it's shells, we'd have a shortage of shells. If we said it's, oh, okay, we're going to use like stones or rose petals, dried rose petals, which wouldn't be cool either, because if you, well, you could cut roses off the bush, right? You're not supposed to pull anything from the fucking roots out of the ground. It's like, would you like me to pull your hair out of your head? Hello? You're fucking with living things, humans. And then you think you have a right to, and then when somebody's like, hey, there's disruption and chaos here and imbalance in the scales in the system, and you guys are like, oh, hogwash, hogwork, we'll just do a black magic spell and make it all better. We'll just put them over there. We'll just direct them over here. We'll just say this is what's going on instead. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Okay, anywhere else you want to point? With your little fucking snubby fingers, ma, sons, go get your aprons and learn how to clean like you keep trying to tell everybody else what to do. You're going to go learn a lesson in Holy Spirit. And much love to you. I have many Masons I absolutely fucking love. Okay? You know who the fuck I'm talking to. Stop trying to freaking like meld yourself with another when that's not where you're coming from internally. And all you little Satanist devil fucking idiots, you like to twist people's words, you little narcissistic sociopaths. You freaking like to make people, ask people that all these questions to like push them into a corner, you little yakuberies, you little rubber fake duckies. Sorry, Spirit ain't fucking playing today, huh? Sometimes I come in here with that tongue. You know, that's the tongue that comes to slice. The tongue of divinity. It like when and not like that's not me, Sarah, my tongue. It's like, no, when my tongue is being used to fucking slice and dice shit, that's what the fuck it is. And I ain't gonna apologize for that. That's Holy Spirit coming through me. I ain't gonna apologize to any little human or little pig or any other thing, myself included. I don't like some of the shit I have to see or say. It is what the fuck it is, which is ISIS. And you in the middle. And it's so annoying that people keep talking about attacking ISIS. Why did it? See, people use these words so that they're attacking an energetic being. Solomon wanted wisdom. Queen of Sheba wanted Solomon's wisdom. Wisdom is a woman, right? It's a woman's name, Athena. And as it trickles down through space and time, right, it also represents all of us and divine timing, the ability to have discernment. Should I cross the street? Should I be the chicken that crosses the street? Why'd the chicken cross the road? It depends on what time of day it is, doesn't it? Or night. When you catching the chicken. We thought the chickens would get a little smarter, but I heard that they had foxes watching the hen house. I'm like, who the fuck has foxes watching their chickens? That's funny. Anyway. But that's how these bitches think. So, you know, they think they have control of the world, but then they have predators guarding their eggs that they stole. You know what I'm saying? Take your broke ass home. Sorry, Fergie's still playing in the background. Oh, and I'm sitting right, baby, just get on your knees. I'm just, look at, I've been kneeling here. I came in from the gym like a freaking whirl of thunder. Oh my God, my knees, after I just did leg day. Oh, everybody want to be glamorous. Flasty, flasty. So let me just also, okay, listen, it's very important that we all have confidence in ourselves, okay? No matter who you are, you're amazing and fucking beautiful. This is the problem. When we don't feel good inside, we're at that feeling of lack. And then we do stupid shit. And a lot of it, like right now, a lot of motherfuckers did that. They made a lot of choices, okay, with this dumb bitch. And there's also a lot of like, right? And I don't care who's whatever, bisexual, polyamory, whatever. Listen, that's not whatever everybody's preferences is. It's like, yo, the problem is when you represent and put a facade and wear a mask and appear, pretend to mimic and act and right replicate to be like somebody else, but that's not really where you're coming from, right? You're wearing the mask like the Knight of Swords, marching all around, right? Trying to collect subbies, roses. Okay, so now this is also what do guys do before they try to get notches on their what? On their Orion's belt, on their belt. See how I just notches on your belt? Where does that come from? Orion. Pluto and Mars is sexual energy and drive. Raw. So now, as women and men and we the people and all of our awesome, amazing star beings and extraterrestrials and ultra terrestrials, and listen, if you started out demon, you were made for a reason. You were created because someone hurt the earth or Gaia or another element, right? It's elementals that then, because something got hurt, right, killed, something became a ghost. Well, now we have a demon. So who did that? A human. So can we please put things into context here, people? People have to take responsibility for their actions. And a thought is an action. A feeling is an action, and they're things. That's 1 and 2. Okay? And here, 1 and 2 equals motherfucking 3. This is alchemy. Okay? We're not playing in nursery school where 1 and 1 is 2. How do you get to 1? In order to make this, I have to put a bunch of thoughts and feelings together, and then I have to get the material, and then I have to allow time and space in order to learn and how to do something like this, right? To make a tuning bowl. I'm just using this as an example. Okay? And there's beautiful artwork on this. So this takes time. It takes thought. Anything you do has to have thought and feeling, and then you have to make a decision like, yeah, I'm going to do that, right? I'm going to make a deck of cards. I'm going to create and invent a whole new, right? Something for myself that I can help myself and others and really make a fucking difference and raise the vibration, because that's how we heal and that's how we crush through any so-called COVID or any other bullshit that anybody, any person, place, or thing wants to throw in our way. And we also don't just storm over it like a freaking train, right? Rolling over the earth in train tracks, holding it down with iron bars, cutting down the living trees. And I'm saying trains are all cool and all that, but it's like, you're all, myself included, I'm part of the race. Yeah. See how I just said that? Part of the race. But there ain't no finish line. And what you think you are as a person, as a nationality, as a nation, as a color, as a religion, I assure you is not who and what the fuck you are. So do your research before you keep being a patriot and barking all over the place. Like I'm doing right now, barking. But seriously, okay? It's like if you're not coming from a balanced place, then I don't have to know everything. It's the people that are running around saying this is what it is and you have to do this and what about that? You're misdirecting and leading and pointing people all over the place. Then where the hell are you coming from? You fucking drunk? And I apologize because let me just say, I'm a drunk too. I used to be. Okay? I say that because if you're drinking the Kool-Aid, you drunk, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what apple you took a bite out of. So when people try to get offended, like, do you hear what they said? That's why. They use the words, they try to get us to like say certain words. That's what I was saying before. Ask many questions. Well, how about blah, blah, blah? And then they're like, did you hear what they said? I asked them and they said that. Or they try to get things out of us. At this point in time, we've been with karmics, we've been with divine masculines, we've been with twin flames, right? It's a little shady and rocky and whatever. This is about getting to know ourselves and untangle ourselves with no names, no labels. But we still have to go through all the things that they are and jump down the rabbit hole, right? You got to go through the book. Don't judge a book by its cover. You got to read your own story, your own book. Go through your fucking story. Stop listening to everybody else's that's lighting fucking lighters. It's like Prometheus. Oh, over here. Oh, over here. Wait, there's something over there. That's called Jesus Christus actors. Right? The whole world's a stage. Do you know Francis Bacon wrote the freaking King James Bible? William Shakespeare? Same thing. Okay? Please do your research. I could make a curriculum and call it a religion or an educational program too, right? The workforce. Think of these words. Anything with the word force in it. Institution, corporation. The word corporation means dead. So when everybody keeps just believing that this is, it's like, okay, that's what this is. It's like, hold on. That's the ringmaster in his freak show that's still trying to get everybody to come buy a ticket and watch the show. And a lot of you are. And a lot of you are part of it. And then you think, do you think that making a deal with the devil? Okay, let me just, you ever heard that term? Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? And when you dance with the devil, you change, not the devil. You don't get to blame the devil because you decided to make a fucking chow mein with the devil. And chow mein means deal in Chinese, I do believe. So you want to make a deal? Want to make a deal? Well, let me just, okay, look. You have to, let's pretend we don't know what these cards are, because let's like, well, here, right, no, deal with the devil. So, right, we have a feeling, we don't feel good enough. This person has that. So then we come to the crossroads. Now, the devil ain't going to look like this. Don't forget, the devil's going to look like probably our karmic that we've been with. It's like too good to be true kind of thing, yeah? Which is all fine too, because I can be grateful for the experience of being fucked over, lied to, and just have more awareness of like, yeah, when to use that sword, walk away, and create a safer boundary for myself. You know what I'm saying? While still having appreciation for the lessons I'm being taught and not having any expectations, whether, right? It's like I'm just acknowledging as I go the truth that's coming up out of the light, and that's all I can do. You know, I'm not poking and attempting to, right, like, yeah, make things how I can only come from my own truth and the perception that I stand in at this now very one moment that I'm in this present now. 5 minutes tomorrow, I'm in a whole nother place, right? Same with you. It's like you're in a certain feeling and emotion and environment due to the nature of what's going on in this current now present moment in time and what's been occurring, right? Or what may happen, right? So that's how we look at it. Listen, we're coming out of running a run around Sue. Okay? Run around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel, right? If you're on the merry-go-round, we've been on the merry-go-round a long time. Put the needle on the record, and then they're like, ooh, rewind, and then, so they keep messing with time. But there's no such thing as time. It's like Biff going back to the Future with the freaking almanac. So anyhow, timeline jumping, again, it never ends up working. When you try to alter things and try to like stick your feet in other people's etheric shoes and whatever, again, especially those that don't believe in spirit and unseen and ancestors, it's 10-10 right now as I'm saying this. It's like, well, because they're all afraid of death. You understand? Pussycat dolls are singing now in the background. I know you want it. It's easy to see. If this ain't the song of the day, that's it, that Jezebel energy. They are scraping, trying to get their little. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? So that's perfect. You know, and again, we all like to be like, right? Oh, let me say this. Have you not wanted to, right? Like sometimes you feel not good, but yo, it ain't cool to try to ever do that shit. Yo, if somebody's with that is, I ain't. You know, am I perfect? Nope. Have I made mistakes in my past? Fucking absolutely. And I'm not going to say they're mistakes. You know, I might say something like, have some of my decisions, you know, harmed my relationships with others or harmed the way that I value and think of myself? Yes. And those are the kind of things, right? Because it's like in certain moments in time, like I'll say being a drunk, not being able to get the fuck out of my own way and keep, you know, as strong and strong-willed as I am, that motherfucker, alcohol, holy shit. I'll say it again. Well, now I don't know if that was the worst demon I've ever dealt with, because that motherfucker runs around with Asmodeus, Algol, but you know, addiction, lust and addiction are the worst two demons. They get us so twisted up, and there's such a fine line in love, and then it's like, oh, somebody else with somebody you love, or some, it's like, oh, right? Jealousy can rear its ugly. This is inside all of us. This motherfucker right here, the devil. People are like, bitch, you better get used to knowing that's inside of you too. Because if you keep denying it, this is going to eat you from the outside or from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? This ain't where it's like, and there ain't no shot. Oh my God, excuse me. Where would that come? I didn't even. Talking like I'm talking to my friend, and I have no idea where that big, huge bellow burp just came from. The bellows of hell as I'm talking about the fucking devil. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh, that was hysterical, really, honestly. I apologize. My manners. Dang, spirit, you just let it all come out of me. Right on through to the other side. My coffee done went down the wrong pipe in my throat. Talk about getting attacked. Dag. The hell is going on around here? So you know, right? So spiritual attacks are real. They do not like when we're talking about this shit either. So in order to get through a lot of that stuff, breathe. Let me just take my time for a second. I'm gonna just like clear that energy for a sec. Hold up. Ooh, ah. So like I was saying, I got that milk money. I don't know why I love both sides. Oh, whole stagey stage. Just give our clear. Clear that energy out. That's funny. Now Fergie's on. I got that milk money. I don't know if anybody's seen this video. Quite funny. So, buying and selling after pillaging women and children and making our men fight in wars and go fuck other whores has been going on for a long time, right? And I don't, again, a prostitute or whore in any manner, like, listen, they say that's the first job, right? Job in the Bible. The girl's on fleek. So, that's just being a sellout. That's going against my own constitution. If I didn't go through discernment, so I had, to think about things before I make a decision. Do I really want to do that? And we all make decisions that we might, I don't like to use the word regret, but I'll say, right, that maybe we wish. I'm going to turn this down a little. Maybe we, now, wish. See, these are dangerous words. That we might have, made a different decision, but would we? Because again, the good, the bad, and the ugly is important so we have knowledge, understanding, understanding, overstanding, right? Full capability to have discernment, right? I wouldn't know what, right? Ow! Right? Is different than if I touch this hot or if I have a sip of my coffee and it's too hot and I burn my tongue, right? Or like I said before, I brought up about, right? Maybe a car overheating, right? Don't be going and you open the hood and you let that shit cool down. If you could pour a little water, right, into the reserve, you never open the radiator. It says right on there. I'm just saying that because just to be, cautious. I don't want anybody ever, using my words and trying to say whatever. And, again, that's about to stop too, because you have to have discernment in what you're listening to and what you're taking on as your own, what you decide to put in your mouth, in your pipe, and smoke or eat, etc. But also, as we're going through, right, Wonderland or Hell or Tartarus or Valhalla or just life, and life is in shambles right now, right? Because a lot of people don't believe in spiritual shit and whatever, but I'm sure if those people are not on this channel right now, right? So, or maybe they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure we got lots of CIA and FBI and all those other little acronymies. I don't mind them either. Hey, we all here part of this world. Those are just parts we play, names and labels that we have in order to do the things we need to do, and right. So there's different. Again, I got love for everybody in all places. Period. If you're, that's it. I may not agree with everything you do, or I may be confused about something that I heard, and then I need to have confirmation or just a little bit. It's like, right? So I'm being guided by Holy Spirit, or my internal, universal clock is ticking, letting me know, there's a little, right? I got to do a little research. I need a little more education on something. Something's bobbling around, right? It's like you're out fishing and your bobber's going. So then we get guided to, right, the person, place, or thing that we're supposed to see, hear, feel, experience on some level or in some manner. right? So that we can gain more intelligence and rise our Christ consciousness and have more awareness and be better beings coming from a place of love and guidance and nurturing. And that doesn't mean that sometimes we ain't gonna look at how all over the place I am in this video and every other one I've ever done. I was like, motherfucker, and put it in. And it's like, hee 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 hee. Psycho Wyco. Yeah. Or, and I'm just allowing myself to be like water, like Bruce Lee said, because I ain't got no control over that water. And if I try to control shit, this is what happens. Yeah. That's how mad people are feeling right now. And they're like, But they now when they were, hey, when they were out being, you know, oh, let's make a deal and let's do this and that, then it's all like, oh, great, great. Whatever. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, what do you, it's all good. That wasn't, yo, a lot of people, a lot of beings made a decision to take our decision away. That is not and never is motherfucking okay. You went against taking others' free will. That's all I got to say. The end. Have a nice day. It's like, yeah, the spirit, they ain't messing around no more. The only times are day and night. Or the time is always now. Right? So coming into a different way of thinking, allowing ourselves to flip and turn a thought, right? Like a pancake. If I have a negative thought, it's like, okay, hold on. Do I feel like that on the other, right? You got to go to the other pole, right? If I'm positive over here, I got to be like, all right, well, where's the most negative part of that? And if I'm like, oh, that's horrible. And it's like, oh, well, is it? Do I ever do stuff like that in a similar way or feel like that? Or maybe I'm feeling uncomfortable because I haven't experienced something like that. So it's making me very uncomfortable, right? Or I have experienced something like that and I've been really hurt by that in my past. And somebody else just keeps like, ding, 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 trying to fucking chip a chip in me. It's like, I already said I don't like that. But you keep trying to feed me something I said I don't want. It's like, if I don't really want to eat, like, yeah, stuff like McDonald's, I'll take you to McDonald's if that's where you want to go. But like, that's not particularly my favorite. I don't want to put that shit in my body. Right. So if somebody else is offended that sometimes I'll eat it, but it's like, if you're going to get offended because I don't want to eat what you're eating, you have a lot of growing up to do. Why can't we just hang out and without all these extra you need to know answers, or how come I don't want to do this with you or be just like you, or if I make a different decision and you have to make the same one as me too? Like, what the fuck is all that? Grow the fuck up. We live in a world of codependent, alcoholic fucking babies that are running around in adult bodies. It's like that new movie that's coming out, Old. Oh my gosh. It's like, right, that's what they do in the pods too, because those, oh, here we go. The CRISPR and all that shit. Here we go. Ready? Trigger alert. Spirit's telling me. I thought I was about to just close this and go. No, they got me jumping in a whole nother rabbit hole in China right now. Really? Oh. Okay, hold on one sec there. I'm just going to allow this information, this stream to come in as we're have a sip of my coffee here. China, China, China. Now, just because I'm saying that word, that don't mean I'm necessarily speaking of the country. That don't necessarily mean I'm talking about that's a people. That's a vibration, right? China is a word. Word. So weird. What's a word? Oh, they got me. They got me. Oh, what we got? They went also here. Yeah, look at that. It's like the old and the new. Yo, that's fucking cool as shit. I'm like, what are they trying to show us here? Okay, now ready? One's upside down. Either way, as above, so below. The stars, right? So this could also be right, kind of like look. It's like Lilith, Eve, Lilith, Eve. And I only say right, Lilith. Right now, before that, triple dark goddess. Okay, Mother Kali Ma. Look at that. All that means is the night sky. Nyx. Triple dark blackness. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds, as I said that. Right? It's the void. No, sis. Gnosis. Gnosis. The G is silent, like in gnome. Go home. Huh? So again, China's a word. So is America. America. So is London. Yeah. And the Hierophant, right? This is an interesting one too. It's like the two-headed bird holding the ring and the scarab beetle coming up. He's like kind of like, this Hierophant's different to me than a lot of the other cards. But this kind of also reminds me of, like, right now anyway, that's the energy that's coming up with it, is like the dollar bill, dollar bill, y'all, where it says Federal Reserve note, right? So when they're just like hanging out, watching and trying to, right, be foxy ladies, foxy. Yeah, it's like from Austin Powers, Fat Bastard, get in my belly, and foxtails. That wasn't the scene I was thinking of at first from Austin Powers, the get in my belly fat bastard thing, but yeah, sorry, I got a lot of different lots of different waves coming in right now. I'm just trying to, like, yeah. And I'm gonna actually have to get going because I have an appointment I need to take Mr. Papa Joe to. He has actually, yeah, now I'll see, I don't want to jump all over, Spirit. All right, we got the said Delta variant, right? Let me just get into Greek alphabet. Alpha, beta, kappa, right? Delta. What the hell's the E for? I forget. Eppelson? Nipples, son? I'm just kidding. Nipple. G, gamma, right? Again, we're getting hit with corona mass ejections from the sun, which are called gamma rays, right? The ancestors are coming through. Shooty tussy, they're so cute. The ancestors are coming through, shooting through the sun, and those are the elements that we're burning now. One and done. That is crazy. They're so cute. They're so cute how they do that with me. See, they like me. They they have me do little rhymey rhymes from time to time. Just to patch it all together. It's like we go through the fear, we go through the chaos, we go through the love, we go through the nasty shit, and then we go through like the nursery rhyme silly shit, and we're like, yeah, it's just whatever. Yo, at the end of the day, it is just whatever. Because nobody's perfect, and we're still all learning. If I hold a grudge and I'm holding an animosity or a resentment or right? I'm like Darth Vader walking around with a freaking lightsaber, right? Which I can totally be that sometimes. Absolutely. Right? Like what, right? Walking around with an attitude, like when we're mad or like, oh, I just right? We're feeling cranky. It's like, I don't want to talk to anybody today. Next person to talk, I don't want, next person that messes with me, right? And what? And then you see somebody, you're like, hi, how are you? So we may be feeling a certain way inside because we're aggravated, right? And we're trying to process something. So this is like in court. I use this a lot too. Legal termage, legalist, right? Time, due time and space for processing. I don't even know if they use the word space. I think it's just due time for processing, which is bullshit anyhow on their spectrum because none of them actually read, follow, or have a clue what the fuck their own laws are or what they should be doing anyway. Not none of you, I'm sorry, I apologize. But you know what I'm talking about. The bougie ones that they think they're okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't point and offend nobody, like not meaning to. Okay, whatever comes out of my mouth is only coming out. So please, if you feel offended and you're part of that, it's like, okay, hold on, because if they're like, hold on, this is where you detach, right? It's like, if that bothered you because you're part of that, sometimes we're in those things and it's like, that's okay. Maybe you're there to be, right, a teacher in that nursery school. So you had to be part of that and get a little mingled and mixed up in that in order to understand it, comprehend it, have a little taste of it like Crowley, incorporate a little dis-ease. Yeah. Welcome to Luciferianism. Because you can't just eat the good shit everybody puts out. And see, that's what it is. And you're so good. And oh my God, look at over there. No. You're gonna eat a meal of shit too. Yeah. It's like everybody gotta eat mud pie once in a while or receive a pie in the face. Otherwise, our ego takes over all over the place, right? I mean, it's like that's simple common sense thinking and math, right? It's like, I mean, not really. Hold on one sec. I have a knock on my door, so I'm getting distracted. I don't know. Don't they know where the others are? On the orange bus, but I need to look up. Are you know English? Right? No, it's okay right now because I'm on a it's because I'm doing a live video. Let's see. So yeah, this my little friend Sophia is entering the room. Wanna say hi? Hi. Yeah, I do video on YouTube channel on YouTube, like TV. So I record on here. Yeah. So do this. So yeah. You should come do with me one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Next, I finish a day. You want to say hi or no? Next time she say hi. Okay, cutie. Okay, bye. Ciao. Muchas gracias. So yeah. Okay, sorry. That was so cute. Okay, first of all, I just like let me just quick. That little one is so cute. Check it out. Wait a minute. I'm listening to Fergie still. Hold on, wait. Do y'all remember these? Oh, well, listen. Did it A? So yeah, that was a nice little interruption. I love that little girl. Her name's Sophia. And Sophia is a super, that may be a good, see, that was kind of perfect. I'm gonna get ready to end this video because I have to take someone to an appointment. Yeah, look up Sophia and Sophia Wisdom. Actually, where's my? Let's pull a few more cards before I. Let's not leave it right there. What I got? Okay, so yeah, training ourselves. Because, like, some of us are farm animals, some of us are wild animals, some of us are from the jungle, from the wilderness, right? From way beyond, from under. So, all different, right? It's like, and then a mixture of all different things, right? I have to finish it done. Don't worry. Because I vominoso him anyway. All right. Well, yo, I think I put like a poop sign on my title. So, like, yeah, I got to go deal with some shit right now. Literally. So I'll be back at a later date and I'll do another reading later. I'll do another reading when I get back later. All right. So peace out. Please subscribe and hit the bell. And if you'd like a quantum clearing or a go through crazy waves to like clear out some clutter in your shit closet, I'm your girl. Call me back. Call me. Email me, metaphysicalmamma@gmail.com. Oh my God, I'm out of here. All right, later. What a day.